Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Anessa and I am an author from Toronto, Canada, and I publish under the pen name A. Sage. In this channel, I have weekly videos about the art of writing, tips and tricks that I have, a lot of planner videos because I love me some planners, and any kind of behind the scenes or advice or book recommendations, cover design stuff, pretty much anything that has to do with writing or being a creative entrepreneur. If that sounds like something you might want to be a part of, then I welcome you to join our growing community. I can't believe we already have 2,000 members. That is so exciting. I never thought I'd get here. And thank you so much for being a part of this. So make sure you're subscribed, you hit the bell notification so you don't miss any other videos. On this video for this week, we are doing an author chat. I usually save these author chats for later towards the month, but I am launching something very, very exciting, very cool, and very new for me. As you're watching this, it will already be live, so I'll let you know about it in a second. You can go ahead and decide if you want to be a part of this or not. But I have decided to create a Patreon for my authorship. Now, this Patreon will be very, very different from any of the other work that I do because I'm going to be publishing a full series on there that's pretty much exclusive to Patreon. I'll probably post like one chapter a month to Wattpad or something like that, just to kind of broaden and make it available for other people. But for the most part, all of the chapters in this brand new series will be coming out on Patreon. So it will be Patreon exclusive. And I did this because I didn't want to just offer early chapters and then publish a book a month or 2 months later. This is going to be a very long, ongoing project. I wanted to get more value for people who might subscribe, for possible patrons, to show them value, to show them my appreciation, and to give them something that they wouldn't get somewhere else, at least not for a very long, long time. So that I really wanted to kind of talk about it off the bat for this author chat. There's other small things that are happening that I'll kind of talk about at the end of the video. But for the most part, this is what I want to discuss because it's a huge project. It's a huge undertaking, and I want to walk you through the process of how I'm going to be setting it up, how it is set up right now. There is a link for that Patreon in the description box if you feel like supporting me. I have 5 different tiers right now, and I'll walk you through those tiers as well. I have my phone with me, so I can kind of talk you through it. But the first and most important thing about this whole project is the book itself, or the series itself. So the Gilded Queens, which is the name of the series, will be an urban fantasy that turns into more of an epic fantasy as we move along, because there's 2 different realms, Earth and another realm, that we're going to be tackling here. There are going to be 4 different books because there are 4 different guilds. And what that means, I will tell you about in a second. But let me read you the kind of blurb for the series, but mostly the blurb for book 1. So book 1 of the Gilded Queens is called Guild of Ravens. And it's Gilded Queens because they're kind of golden, but also because they're part of a guild. The tagline for the book is "Every century, 4 queens must die," which for me, I think when I thought of this tagline, the entire series and all the books kind of came together. So, Guild of Ravens. 4 queens, 4 guilds, 1 curse. Astrid Sawyer has it all figured out. With college graduation around the corner and the smell of freedom in the air, Astrid can't wait to leave the confines of her tiny dorm room and take on the real world by storm. Until a night out with her friends changes everything. Unbeknownst to Astrid, in the space between time, a land exists. One that is invisible to the untrained eye. A land of power, a land of magic, a land of curses. For in Literra, every century, 4 queens must die. Before she knows it, Astrid is flung into an impossible situation, one she might not survive. With her life and the life of everyone in Literra on the line, Astrid and the other queens must choose a path. Unfortunately, choice is not a privilege a queen is given. Literra's magic is steeped in blood, and it will be Astrid's if she chooses wrong. So that's kind of the blurb for the first book and the blurb for the series, really, that I kind of have on the Patreon right now. But the idea behind it is that every single book will have a different POV of a different queen. So Astrid is, it's pretty much a given. She's going to be the first queen. of the Guild of Ravens. There's 4 different guilds because there's 4 different elemental magical powers. And the way that the magic system is set up in this world, I'm giving this away here, but as you're kind of reading, you'll find out more. So it's a little bit of kind of a magic spoiler, but not a story spoiler at all. But the way that the magic system is going to be set up is that it's almost like a shape-shifting magic, but the actual human, the person, does not change their shape. So what happens is that your magic takes on the form of the different animals. So for the Guild of Ravens, their magic takes the form of a raven, and it's the raven that you control. So that's kind of how it works. So it's almost like your magic is separated from your body, but you're still attached and kind of tethered in place. And that's the very gritty explanation of the magic system. I've started plotting this. This is also very different for me because I don't want to overplot. If you know me and you've been part of this community for a while, then you know that I am a huge plotter. I'm a huge proponent of just planning everything out. I don't want to plot this to death, mostly because it's very episodic. I'm writing this almost like I would write a serial book. And so every once a week or twice a week, there's going to be chapters released. So for me, that means 2 chapters that have to be written and edited and done twice a week for this book. Now, if I have to sit down and plot it all out, because it's serialized, I would have to literally plot probably like 60 chapters a book, which is a lot. And I don't want to do that. And I kind of want to have the excitement of discovering it as I go as well, because I think it will keep up my momentum too. If I know everything that's going to happen ahead of time, I might lose steam. And I can't lose steam with something like this because people will be expecting regular chapters. So that's kind of how I'm hoping to keep my own momentum going and my own excitement going. I also have a general idea of where the story is going to go. So I do have my Save the Cat beats sort of planned out. And I have, for the first book right now, Astrid's story arc planned out. But I don't know what any of that means. And I don't know what the love interest will mean. I don't know how I'm going to structure the big bad quite yet, because there's going to be a lot of like political, like geographical, magical kind of fantasy elements involved that I think will grow as the story grows. So I'm excited to discover that as I'm writing, which is discovery writing is so new to me. But so far, I've wrote a couple of chapters and I just love how they're coming out. I'm very, very eager to go through this. And it's been really fun. Like, it's been fun to try something new. So yeah, if it sounds like something that you might be into, there's 5 different tiers. I'm just going to read them out. I have it all pulled out as well, just because that way I can tell you like what all the perks are. So the first one is the Gilded Serpents, and they're all labeled after the different guilds. And that is $2 a month. And basically that's like a buy me a coffee kind of thing. So it's just if you don't want to read chapters, but you still want to show some support and help me kind of get through this thing and support the journey of writing. So you get that. And then you also get access to the Discord where people will be talking about this book. So it might entice you to want to read it. Then we have the Guild of Mare. So as you can see, for elements, Guild of Serpents, Earth. Guild of Mare, Mermaids, Water. That's $5 a month. And that one gets 4 chapters per month. So one a week. Chapters come out on Fridays and Sundays. So you would get the Friday chapters, 4 of those every single month. And you get a guild themed digital bookmark and digital sticker delivered to your inbox monthly, and also the Discord. For Guild of Ravens, Air, it's $10 a month. You get 8 chapters per month. So you get the Friday and the Sunday chapter. And then you also get the digital bookmark and the sticker delivered to your inbox and the Discord. Guild of Dragons, which is Fire, is $15 a month. So the 8 chapters, Fridays and Sundays. You get a physical bookmark and sticker or some other fun swag as I see fit, delivered to your door every single month. And then you get digital versions of the Gilded Queens books once they publish, and access to the Discord. And then the final tier, which is Gilded and Crowned, so you are one of the queens, I guess, is $20 a month. It's 8 chapters per month, so you get the same Friday and Sunday chapters. You get the bookmark and the sticker or swag delivered to your door, so physical items every single month. And then you get the signed versions of the books when they come out. So you'll get all 4 books signed and delivered to you when they come out, plus some other swag that I'll help by then. And Discord. So those are the tiers. I try to keep them affordable and kind of along the lines of what the other authors are doing out there. I wanted to keep them as low as possible while still making it feasible for me as an author to put out this much work, because we're talking about like 2 chapters every week. I probably have to get myself ahead still. So it's a lot of words every single week on top of my already scheduled books that I have to give my publisher. So it's quite a bit of work. But I did want to do this. First of all, I really wanted to do this because I've always wanted to be a hybrid author, and this is my way of staying hybrid so that I'm not just traditionally published. I'm doing this on my own. When the Gilded Queens become published, when they're going to be after this project, when I publish them in ebooks, put them on Amazon and Wide and whatever, that's going to be all indie all the way. So I'm pretty excited about this project because it's going to be my baby always, kind of, and that's fun for me. So I like the 2 sides of it. I really, really love, absolutely adore working with my publisher. It's a dream come true. It's a fantastic team. I love OHB. They're great. And this kind of gives me something else to do for variety for myself. So that is the main, huge, massive undertaking and project that I am taking on right now. Now, what does that mean for all the other stuff? So still in the middle of writing Killing Grinds. I'm kind of getting to like a turning point now. So I'm finishing it up as I go slowly. It will be done closer to the end of the month. Then it's going through some of my own personal edits. Then I send it to my editor and they come back with their suggestions. We edit that. Then it goes to copy and then it does proofreading. So those steps are going to be happening in September, around there. I don't have a release date yet. I have a release date. I can't release it just yet because the book's not done being written, obviously. So we kind of have to just not say anything in case something comes up because, emergencies and things happen in life. So we just want to be prepared for everything, which I think is a very smart play. And I love that my publisher does this with me. So that's kind of what's happening on the writing world. We got the Patreon and then we've got Killing Grinds in the motions. To do all of these projects, because I also am taking on more editing work right now. Just a lot has been coming in and I don't like saying no. So I'm taking that on more right now. I am slowing down on the cover design part of it right now. So right now it happens in waves, right? And right now the wave of writing is really coming in, the wave of words, and the wave of art is slowing down, which is fine because I think in general cover design for most cover designers right now is a little bit on the slower side. So it actually worked out really, really well. I'm still doing a bunch of stuff to the shop. I'm still illustrating a bunch of stuff to the shop. I'm still having shop updates for my Etsy shop every single month with new stickers, new die cuts. Some bookmarks are going to be coming out soon. So that's still happening, still pushing out those orders, but kind of slowing down on all the visually creative stuff to focus on more of the writing stuff. And I really want to spend a lot of time on this Patreon project as well. And so that means that I need to be able to promote it more often. I have to pay more attention to social media. I'm going to be probably doing like a TikTok account that mostly concentrates on the written words. So nothing with my face. I'm going to keep my A and Sage Writes account right now for like the shorts that I put out here. Sometimes I'll post them there, or sometimes I'll do fun videos of just like my face on camera. But the new account will be definitely just about books, writing, words, that kind of stuff. So that's going to take up some time as well. So all of that is kind of what's happening here. It's not like the longest author chat that we've ever had, but I think it was a pretty big announcement, at least for me. I'm very, very excited about it. Let me know in the comments how you feel about Patreon, or if you've considered it for yourself as an author, or if you are a reader and you watch me because you are a reader, if that's a platform like a subscription service is something that you enjoy because you get to get kind of more out of the authors that you are fans of. I know that something like a Patreon, like a subscription service, it's going to be a very different and a very demanding task to complete. But I think I can offer a lot of value that way to my readers. I think I can offer a lot of different stories that aren't necessarily tied to a publishing schedule. So you can get a lot more, and you can get it when nobody else can get it, right? So it feels more special. At least it does to me. So if you feel like supporting me on that platform, then check out the link in the description. But other than that, as always, I really hope that you enjoyed catching up. I love catching up with you guys. It really holds me accountable almost to do this, because I kind of spew out everything that I have planned, and then I have no choice but to have to get it done. So thank you for that kind of accountability. But I hope you enjoy hearing this and kind of seeing almost like a behind the scenes of what happens when you work for yourself full time, and when you have like a million different gigs that you're doing, because that is the life really of a creative and an author, and a freelancer is really that diverse. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Wish me luck with page Anne. I've never done it before, and so hopefully I don't mess up. I'll probably mess up along the way, but that's okay. That's the fun of trying something new. So as always, I hope you guys stay magical. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing and being a part of this community. And I will see you next week for another fun video. Bye.